Hello there, I'm Milo. Welcome to the stream. This week I'm going to be playing a PlayStation game. You would have just seen a title screen. Yeah, so this is following on from... Oh, hold on a second. That doesn't look right. Something happened with my border. Let me fix that. How did that happen? Is that better? Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yes, Nichibutsu. If you know anything about them, they didn't do much except for Crazy Climber. I'll tell you more about them later. Hi Gibbon, how's it going? Having a good time today, I hope. Yeah, so the reason I'm playing this is because of Gibbon, actually. She has well documented this series of games, as well as their connection with Donkey Kong. And we recently did a podcast episode all about that. So the original Crazy Climber was an arcade game that predates Donkey Kong and sort of kicked off the whole climber genre, or person climbing a building, which is loosely the theme of Donkey Kong. Oh, Gibbon wants the heat back, I'm sorry. I took it all. No, wait, I didn't. It's winter down here. Yeah, so I consider Hyper Crazy Climber to be the peak of the 2D evolution of the series. After this, there was a 3D version on the PlayStation, which I don't think is as good, and then a Wii game, but I'll talk more about those later as well. Yeah, so there's a few sequels to Crazy Climber. This one is interesting. Oh, my controller turned off. This one's interesting because it does a lot with the theming of it while keeping the classic gameplay. So let me see. In configuration, you can change the controller type. I've set it to 2, which I think is the one I want. Type 1 is an easy mode. And actually, I'll start in easy mode to show you why I don't want to use easy mode. Although I think I have a load state. No, I don't. Okay. So basically, Crazy Climber was this really innovative arcade game. The premise was you're climbing up, and with 2 control sticks, you control the individual limbs of a climber. In this port, and in some of the other ports as well, they map that onto digital controls rather than joysticks. So you press left and you move left, press right and you move right. This is simple control, so it's a more basic version. You'll be pressing circle and X, because this is a PlayStation 1 game, to climb higher. Now, you might say that the PlayStation 1 did have analog controllers, but this game predates them. This was released on the 3rd of February 1996. The first analog controllers for the PlayStation weren't revealed until November 96 and released in April 97 in Japan, which is where which is the only release of this game. So you can mash one of the buttons and you'll climb a little slower. You can alternate between them to climb faster. But the trade-off with the easy mode controls is you can't climb down, and that is actually going to be a problem for some hazards. So you can really mash to go fast, which is nice. But when you get to this point, I've played like just a bit further than this. Rocks fall, then a bird comes along, and when the hazards and enemies start getting more complex, I find that it is actually useful to be able to climb down as well as up. You could just kind of try and race past them, but it doesn't always work the best. Simplified control scheme seems good and accessible, but I think it's too simple and it cuts too much of the control complexity out. Also, you're not really engaging with the whole intended mechanics of the game. Oh, there we go. That's an interesting architectural landmark there. Yeah, so that's why I'm using Type 2. This is the basic controls that mimic the arcade ones more. Type 3 is actually more... It says it's supposed to be even more arcade-like. It uses 2 controllers. This is actually how the Famicom port of the original game worked. You used the 2 controllers that were attached to that system, and the additional joystick attachment components that were included with the Famicom port to use both D-pads at once. It's very interesting. But yeah, Gibbon was saying that she agrees. So Hyper Crazy Climber was the pinnacle. And she says I should see if I can find a Japanese guide for this game because I love enemy listings or something. Yeah, even just the manual would be nice. This game's very underdocumented in English, so I thought it'd be a nice one to show off on the stream. Anyway, let's get started with Control Scheme 2. That's enough about the control scheme. Although I guess I'll have to explain it a little bit when I'm in the game itself. One thing, apart from the whole theming and settings that were introduced in this game, is the additional playable characters. Up till now you were just some guy called Climber. This guy is also called Climber actually. But yeah, he's the basic character. Standard, speed, and durability. Or stamina, I'm not sure. Probably durability. This is Bunny. She has extra speed but less durability. And Robot, who's a cool looking little character design. More durable but less fast. And that's what the text there says as well. So the first text that showed up was basically saying choose your character. Now it says this is Climber. Speed and durability are standard. So I'm going to pick Bunny because girl. So let's be girl. And you'll notice the little voice clip that comes up saying Gambare. It happened at the title screen. It also happened there when I picked the character. I think that is, if not a direct reuse of the voice clip from the arcade game, at least a reference to it. So I don't know how many of these I'm going to get through today, but there's 6 worlds to play through and they all have their own theme, which is a really cool feature. Okay. Yeah, I've got in my notes here that the fantasy setting that's new to this game is sort of like what Lode Runner did. They had an installment called Lode Runner Twin on the SNES, which put it in a fantasy world instead of kind of the vague sci-fi world. Alright, so here's where things get tricky. Pressing circle moves your right hand and leg right. Pressing square moves you to the left. Oh yeah, okay. So the face buttons on the right control the right side of your person and which directions they go in. So that's moving my right arm and leg up, and then by pressing triangle and then pressing X, you move them down, but that moves your whole body up. It's like a really complex climbing simulation. So with the D-pad we can move left, but only that far. We have to combine that with moving right by pressing square to move the right side of our body. And by holding both at once, left and square, you move to the left. Holding right and circle, you move to the right. And yeah, you can't just go up by pressing up. You got to press up and then down. So it's about alternating. The best way to climb, I think, from my brief experimentations with various forms of this game, is pressing up and square, and then down and triangle alternately. And that moves both sides of your body up and then down. So it's a bit of a muscle memory rhythm kind of thing. Moving to the side is a bit simpler because you can just hold those other buttons. And this is going to happen a lot. So power-ups were added to, well, they're not new in this game because they're originally in Crazy Climber 85, an unreleased arcade game that only ever came out in a collection of arcade classics from Nichibutsu in 1995 on the PlayStation. There was a SNES version too, but it didn't have Crazy Climber 85. Yeah. So I figured the more durable characters can stand 1 or 2 hits before falling down. Looks like Bunny can stand 1 banana peel before taking a tumble. But I think I prefer a higher speed character anyway. Just tweaking the game volume a little bit. Okay, yeah, but like when Gibbon and I did the podcast, there wasn't much footage of this game, so we don't even know that much about it, despite our research. Yeah, so one of the power-ups I've got is this explosion, which clears some hazards above me. This larger explosion will clear hazards all over the whole screen. Ugh. Also, the PlayStation emulator doesn't support rewinds, so I'll be trying to make use of save states when I can to get through this because it is a very difficult game. That's just how it is, especially with the control scheme. Okay, yeah, and you can save on the map screen, but like that's a native supported thing of the game. Oh, by the way, in the background there, that was the logo of Nichibutsu. Let's talk about Nichibutsu then. Nichibutsu is a company that did exist, they don't anymore. They're also known as Nihon Busan, so Nichibutsu is like a shortening of that. Crazy Climber is pretty much their big claim to fame. Apart from this, they did a lot of dirty mahjong games, and you can see some of the influence of that lineage of their development in Crazy Climber 2, which is the third arcade Crazy Climber release, including the unreleased 85, because it has some risque billboards. But it's otherwise a very excellent game. Looks great. I would say looks the best next to this one, apart from this one, I should say, because this is, again, the peak, the pinnacle of the series in terms of the theme and the depth of it, as well as the look of the pixel art. Oh my gosh, this is so tough. Moving back and forth while also getting up. The way to shortcut past some of these hazards is to get knocked down, and when you respawn, you'll come out above them. That's how I've cleared the last few of these so far. Yeah, this might be a rough stream. I don't know how much progress I'll be able to make. When experimenting with how to set this game up, I tried a few things with the control scheme, including sort of mapping buttons onto analog inputs to try and simulate what the arcade experience was like with its double joystick, as well as what the NES game was like with its strap-on analog sticks that went onto the Famicom D-pads. That didn't work out so well because it resulted in too many accidental inputs. So if you think about how the character moves, it's quite deliberate, moving the limbs and the sides of the body in specific directions to do certain things. But when I found that when I did map those inputs to the analog sticks, I would often accidentally move around like this when I didn't mean to, which caused some problems, especially when the tracks get narrower. You have to, yeah, sometimes it's pretty precise about your position and how you climb on these handholds. So I found that to be a problem. So I'm sticking with the digital, the pad and the face buttons. Oh my gosh, this is just, Okay, maybe you're intended to use the bomb there, just to get past the monkey, but then you don't get another one to get past the second monkey. I'll use it on the second monkey, I guess. Maybe in the bit that I skipped there would have been another bomb pickup. But surely you aren't expected to use your power-ups on every hazard that comes along. What? That didn't even work! I'm so upset about that. Was I too low on the screen? Haven't even made a save state because I just am doing badly every single time. I should probably make one right at the start. Ugh, seriously? This game's tough. I told you. Maybe this is why there's no footage of this game online. All the footage is like basically the first 5 minutes of the game. Haven't seen any of the worlds past this one. Okay. And I do want to try and do it as bunny if possible, but if my solution is tanking through, that's not even going to help just because of the sheer number of banana peels. Yeah, I tend to think that too, Gibbon. As she says, there's got to be some trick to this that we're just not getting. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a few runs with the easy control scheme and see if I'm any more efficient with that. So this monkey's sleeping. I really hate the trope of the snot bubble representing sleep because I think it's really gross. I think, yeah, I don't know what this is for. You can interact with it in this way, but I don't think it does anything otherwise. It's just a cute background detail. All right. let's bomb this monkey. I don't say that every day, but oh God. Load state. Woo! Hyper crazy climber. Okay, save there. And start the scumming. Let's go. Just in time, I destroyed the banana peel, but I did not destroy the monkey, so that's the rules of the bomb. Move! I don't know why she didn't move her right hand. I have to at least pass a hazard without losing a life because you get so few of them. I wonder if that was a setting to increase your life counter. I know there wasn't because I was just in settings, but I'm going back to check anyway. This emulator doesn't support like Game Shark or anything. Sound test, controller type, that's all. Okay, I'll keep trying for a bit. Oh, oh. It's just so fast paced, you know? Oh boy. Okay, so in practice, while preparing for the podcast, I got a little bit further than those rocks. Oh my God, really? Please. Why are there so many monkeys? Of course, the headline character in the original game was the gorilla, which is the big connection to Donkey Kong. It's, of course, they're both riffing on King Kong. But having the gorilla's present in every game in the series, yeah, in some form or other. They did make it a bit more fantastical in the Famicom port of the original arcade game, with different enemy characters. There's an Oni, there's a UFO, there's even like a Godzilla XB. But this game goes even further with the settings. Oh, God damn it. Whew. Okay, keep it cool. Keep it breezy. This sign says danger falling rocks, I believe. The kanji on the top right is ishi, meaning stone. Oh, where are the rocks? I guess, oh, there they are. I can use my bomb to destroy them all at a certain point. Oh, that's cool. I'll remember that, Gibbon. Thank you. Wait, what happened? I don't know what happened there. Oh! So Gibbon found a YouTube video where a guy gets past this, and the trick seems to be that you can take a banana peel without dying as long as you've moved up at least once since your last peel to the face. That is fascinating. Right, I thought, oh. Yeah, I was wondering if it had something to do with the stability of your current, like, footing. So, okay, well that's clearly not it. I swear that boulder impacted with me. Yeah, so I think if you're like reaching but not grabbing while you get hit, you will automatically fall. And if you get hit twice in a row, you fall. See, I was adjusting there, which is why I fell. So I can, like, this is stable, and she went, yeah, which happened as well with the rock. So yeah, it is about keeping stable, and you can do that by, okay, well that worked too. I don't know why. Yeah, okay, it's a timing thing. That's cool. I think we've cracked this part, at least. Making the step subsequently. So that's good. You see she slightly gets pushed down in her footing when she gets hit, and if you get hit again in that state, then you fall. But if you adjust with your buttons, It's a slight change. Ugh. God. Jeez Louise. Okay. You have to be absolutely stable. Like that. It's good. Timing. Timing. Nope, don't go down. Timing. Timing. And we're through. We did it! Thank you so much for the advice, Gibbon. Definitely save stating there. Wow, that was great. So the rocks should be the same deal. My other question now is how do the character stats work, the durability? That I still don't understand. But we'll stick with Bunny. Speed, I feel, is key to good climbing when there's so many hazards around. So my theory is that the rocks work the same as the banana peels. They do. Look at that. A rock to the head and she keeps kicking. That's amazing. Bunny, you're a true star. Oops. Poor save state use there. Have to go back a bit. I really wish rewinds worked, but never mind. Yeah. So it'll be slow going. My goal, I guess, for this stream then is to clear World 1. Hopefully we can do that at least. Okay, now that I'm here, we got the warning sign. Go up a little bit and save state here. Now, does this override? Yeah, so you can have one item at a time. The trick is don't try and move while there's a hazard coming through. It's like, what's the time, Mr. Wolf? You can't be moving when you're gonna get caught out. You have to stay still. Stay stable. Okay. So this is as far as I've ever got. Oh no. I recall seeing a gorilla. I don't know if that was in a screenshot. I think it might have been. This bird is the furthest I've actually got in gameplay. And to be honest, I don't know how I did it, because I've been getting so many game overs so far during this stream. Ugh, come on, what? Ugh, please. Can I go up from here and then, yeah, okay, cool. That's supposed to be the sound of baby birds, by the way. It sounds more like cicadas, but okay. All right, and that's the bird. So now that I know the stability trick, yeah, that's the key. I thought climbing down was the key, but it's being stable is the key. Holding your position. I feel better about this game now. I thought it was just really stupid, but turns out there are tricks to it that you can master. There we go. And as with Crazy Climber, at the end of the building, you grab a helicopter or something. In this one, I guess it's a balloon. You even get an FMV sequence with your character grabbing onto it. Oh, what happened? Falling into the ocean at an angle. Yeah, I'm very pleased that I got that far in 24 minutes. Oh, okay. So each one of these is just one building. Maybe we can do this after all. All right. Yes, let's go. We've fallen in the ocean and now we're underwater. Just another example of the cool settings of this game. Yeah, actually, now that I've had that triumph, I want to show you something. So I talked about other games in the series and how most of them just have a simple urban setting, climbing buildings. There's not much to it. The exception is the Wii game, and that also has the alternate playable characters. So what I've done is gone into Dolphin, and I've played some of the game. It's extremely difficult, and I'll explain why, but here are the playable characters in that game. Jet, a balanced climber, very anime protag-kun. Fox, token girl, Strong, but not good with falling objects. I'm not sure what that exactly translates to in game mechanics. This is Nichi. He's an old guy with a cool Hawaiian shirt. His bio is weak, but resistant to falling objects. And his name is a reference to Nichibutsu, of course, the developer. Or the developer of the series. They didn't actually make the Wii title. And Murphy, he's a robot. This seems to say something like, violence or impact is strong, but poor fingertips. So what the heck that means, I have no idea. But anyway, that's your little primer on Crazy Climber Wii. So they do have some different settings in Crazy Climber Wii in the form of, oh gosh, I need to read these off while I'm not actually playing. Okay, here are the levels in Crazy Climber Wii. Brick's House, Skyscraper, Ironworks, Dark Castle, Stone Labyrinth, Starbase, and Infinity Dream. So those go from pretty basic urban things to kind of steampunk industrial to like spooky ghost house type thing. Stone Labyrinth is like ancient ruins with traps and things. Starbase is the sci-fi kind of thing, and Infinity Dream is just like all the hazards mashed up together into one thing, kind of a mishmash. But the problem with the Wii game, I'll talk about the problems in a second. First, let's address level 2 that we're up to here. Oh, I didn't actually save. Well, here's what we'll do. Select. Save. So now we have a proper save on the console, but I've always got my save states to fall back on. Okay, it seems like this underwater setting introduces some of the mechanics that were in the original game and most other games in the series that were not present in the tower, which seems to be more of a tutorial. These mechanics include the closing shutters on the windows. Windows closing on your fingers has always been a part of the series. People popping their head out and throwing something at you, that's always been part of it too. In this case, it's kind of these fish people throwing crabs and shellfish and stuff at me. The windowsill thing is another mechanic that you have to watch out for. While you're climbing, if you're holding on to the surface, as the shutter closes completely, it'll nab your fingertips and cause you to fall. So yeah, that's cool. They're introducing those things, but they're introducing them in this fun, like, under the sea, fantastical area, which is nice. I appreciate that. Oh, bad timing on that last one. It's okay, I can take a few hits. I do have a life counter. I don't know if it's possible to get more lives. I guess we'll find out. Oh, come on. No! It's okay, we'll get to skip a little bit ahead, maybe? Oh boy. Wow. It can just go badly that quickly. Alright, let me tell you about my experience with the Wii game. I played a little bit of on the weekend through Dolphin, which took a bit of doing because apparently on modern versions of Mac OS, the Bluetooth driver has been broken by a software update at some point. Nobody's fixing it, which means that you can't connect Dolphin to legitimate Wii remotes. And the motion simulation menu was both very complex and I couldn't actually get it to recognize inputs. So I think I need a lesson with Dolphin, but also it's just broken for some reason. It was too hard. So then I tried my PC, and that was a no-go straight away because it doesn't have a Bluetooth driver, or it doesn't have a Bluetooth, you know, capability at all internally. But I have an old laptop, a previous MacBook that I've kept around, and that's what saved me. And that's how I was able to play Crazy Climber Wii, a Japan exclusive installment of the series, 2007. It also got an arcade release as, I don't remember the name, I wrote it in our podcast show notes document, but which I have open, but I am unable to look at right now due to being busy playing this. All right, now that I'm dead, what is it? Oh, it turns out I didn't write it in the show notes. Oh well. Anyway, I found a flyer for it. Yeah, I tried mapping the motion inputs to keys given, and it just didn't go. Okay. Well, what I tried was mapping the motion inputs to DualShock 4 controller inputs. Maybe I didn't try mapping them to keys. But either way, the motions, I'm not sure how they translate to, like the motions you do with the remote, with the Wii remote, I don't know how they exactly translate to the various ways that the Wii remote can move that Dolphin has settings for. So it has settings for pitch, for motion in 3 dimensions, and there's a lot to it. And I didn't know what the game required of you until I'd actually booted it up. Although, having said that, there are screenshots on Moby Games of the tutorial screens which tell you the motions that you need to do to play the game, so there is that. So what do you need to do? Well, there's 3 motions you do in the game, basically. Climb, which is moving the Wii remote, and nunchuck, which does have to be connected at all times. Up and down like drumsticks. It's very similar to the motion you do when you're playing Donkey Kong Jet Race, aka Barrel Blast. To build up speed. It's just hammering up and down. Donkey Kong Country Returns also has this motion as a basic mechanic. A lot of my examples are Donkey Kong based because that's the kind of fan I am. Bugger off. If you're too close, I guess it's an automatic damage. And that's how you move up. It simulates the motion of the climber lifting their arm to grab a ledge and then pulling down to lift themselves up. The other motion, and the one that I had the most problem with, was moving side to side. This requires you holding Wii remote and nunchuck in front of you and sort of swishing them to the left or right, I would say swishing. Yeah, now that I found that tanking hits is the key to progressing in this, I'm feeling a lot more confident about it. Yeah, so the swishing motion is especially hard on my wrists, and I'm sure given you would have problems with it as well. It's sort of a sharp, it probably doesn't have to be that sharp, but it's a, you know, a motion to the side with both Wii remote and nunchuck. And as is often the case with these kinds of motion inputs on the Wii, it's kind of janky. Sometimes it thinks you were doing it in the opposite direction. Sometimes it just doesn't pick it up at all. That's how motion controls work on the Wii. There's always some jank, and this is an especially early game in the Wii's life cycle. The third input you can do is the diagonal jump maneuver. That was the shutter closing on my fingers that got me right there. The diagonal jump is the same motion, left or right, that you use to jump to a side window, but you are also required to hold A, and that does a diagonal jump up and to the side in the direction you did to get past the hazard or whatever. So it's simple, there's only 3 motions you can do, but it's very demanding and very difficult to actually play it, both because of the physical pain and because of the sheer amount of hazards that are thrown at you all the time, even ones that you are initially unable to see. So I'm going to make some save states on this run, as long as I do well enough. Get up a little bit further and save here. Okay. Now that was a little bit risky because the shutter was about to close on me. I'm sort of hesitant to, bugger me, to move to the side because you always have to kind of readjust a little bit, because the safest way to climb is to be completely in one like column of the building and not splitting between 2, because that makes you more vulnerable to hazards. But the way you move, you're often shifting like this and you'll be halfway between the 2. So you want to try and shift your various positionings such that you're then limiting yourself to one column to be safest. That's my thoughts on that. But I may be wrong, I'm no expert. Okay, quick save there. Perfect. These shutters are really stressing me out. There are so many of them. But that's how Crazy Climber works. Oh. Oh, God. Okay. So that's my thesis on Crazy Climber Wii. It's a huge hassle for control reasons and not for the same reasons that the original control style games were. This is going to be a problem. Oh boy, okay. So we should be able to sneak past, yep, did it. And now I will use my bomb, because I'm just about to grab another power up here. That bomb will clear the seahorses above me, which will give me a good chance to get through. I assume this one is going to freeze all hazards on screen. Now we haven't seen the gorilla yet, so I assume I must have seen it in a screenshot. I never got this far. I'm going to use this now. Oh, sorry, I thought that was an animation. Oh, what's happening? Go up. If I'd used that better, I might have been able to get past 2 hazard sections. A shark, oh my gosh, scary. Save state. Let's go. So this is where Bunny's speed comes into it. She's quick enough to facilitate getting past the sharks easier, I think. Probably. Oof, that was a very close one. Yeah. No, that was so close. Oh well, I'll take that one. I'm quite close to the top now. Wow. Save state. Okay. Very close to the top. Okay. These fish are really on my list right now. There we go. And a sub will bring us home. Come on, sub. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, I managed to play Crazy Climber Wii, but it was not worth it. It's a huge pain. It's a much more action-based game than these. It has like a combo meter. You can get into a rhythm of climbing where you start jumping faster. But it just doesn't quite have the charm. It's like a low-budget game for sure. Anyway, what's this? Slot, it says. So we're gonna have simulated gambling, isn't that fun? Okay, put in a coin. In the slot game, you can get items or one-ups. Okay. Oh, it's Mario 3 slots. Okay. I got some money from clearing that last stage. Yeah, I don't have the timing down on this, so I failed, of course. Yeah, how's it? Yeah, no duh. I guess I can save scum this, get like a ton of extra lives, and then... do better. But, no. Well, what are the apples? Alright, I'll try to beat one round of this. Okay. So there's a lot of bunny heads. Good. Save state. Hey! One up. Oh, it saved the fact that I'd lost a life in the last one. So your lives carry over between stages. I don't like that. No, I'm not a fan. Okay, let's try and see what an apple is. Rotten apple, perfect. So, oh, there's just so many icons. So now? No, too early. Oh, never mind. I've done it once. I'm leaving. I didn't see what the power-ups are, but never mind. Okay, let's see what the next stage is, and I'll tell you a bit more about Nichibutsu. Actually, what I'm going to do for this stage... I would need to die to quit, apparently. Lucky I made that save state. I'm going to try using the easy mode controls now that I know a bit more about the mechanics and that I don't actually need to go down as often as I thought I might. Because I thought the way to avoid the bird would be to go down. Quit or exit? That's interesting. Yeah, but now that I know you can be safe while constantly climbing, I'm going to try easy mode. Control type 1. Ugh, just no. Oh, sorry. Fumbled the menus there. What I wanted to do was this, continue. Yes. Because you can't access the configuration menu outside of the title menu. Okay. And now... save state. Okay. So this one has simpler left and right movements. Wait. It doesn't. It's the same. What happened? Are the control configurations tied to the save file? Well, I'm not starting again. That's absurd. Well, I guess we'll keep going with these controls, the way it was meant to be played. Or at least the way the series has always been. What have I done? Okay. This is kind of like the ironworks in Wii. Oh gosh. Brutal. And that's where bunny speed comes in handy. Are those moai heads? Breathing fire. Oh, stupid shutter. Not doing so hot this time. And I don't believe I'll be able to destroy these moai heads with my bomb power up. Oops. Okay, this time we'll be safe stating. I don't mind using the more complex controls. Ugh. The easy mode controls are kind of an accessibility feature. And I'd rather engage with the game the way the series has always been. Okay, save state here. Go, 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 go. Ugh! Very close. Oh, my hair was just getting toasty when that shutter closed on me. Oh, golly. Okay, no! You got me again. See, there's very few safe spots here because of those shutters also causing you problems as you climb between the jets of flame. Oh, I thought I was safe there. It's very tight. But I'm very glad for my save states right now. Gibbon saying, what an odd castle. Yeah. Kind of co-opted this, it's pseudo Easter Island head kind of imagery, which is very popular in Japanese games, particularly Konami games. This is not a Konami game. But I saw there was a sort of Southeast Asian Angkor Wat style temple on one of the title screens. I wonder if we're going to go to somewhere like that. Yeah, medieval European, but with moai heads, as Gibbon says. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Is this a safe spot? I guess it is. I think even if the shutter closes on you, if I have two hands between two different ledges like I am now, I think that I'm safe. Yeah, looks like it. So you just can't be grabbing on with both hands. That's when they get ya. Oh my gosh, this is so tense. Oh, done. Save state. What's this? An owl? A friendly owl? What? Okay, yeah, this is a thing that happens, is the bird starts dropping eggs on you. It's usually eggs, might be something else. You're kidding. I guess that was a trap up there, but there was also a maneki neko, so we might as well grab it. I don't know how to deal with two eggs at once. Okay. Oh, the maneki neko gave me a basket, which took me on a shortcut a little bit further up. That's nice. Still don't know what the owl was for though. Okay, now we have knights throwing axes, flaming debris. There's also wizards and toilets. They're throwing toilets out of the castle. So there's another maneki neko over there which would transport me up, but I could also take this tower path. I don't know what the owl does. I'm very confused right now by everything that's happening. No! I should have stayed put for a second. Oh, the owl will give you a boost when you respawn, it looks like. That's fine with me. Oh, and there's a witch in the background. That's cute. Oh boy, that was bad. No! I think I can take a hit every now and then. I think that's fine. Wow, I sure skipped a lot there. Where am I? There. Pretty far up. I'll save state. Okay. So now, whoops. I don't actually know how to go down. I don't think you can, in fact. Which is the whole flaw with my whole original reason for picking this control scheme. Turns out you can never ever go down, whether it be easy or difficult controls. Which means that something that I said on the podcast was slightly inaccurate. Never mind. Oh, this is a problem. Yeah, I knew that would happen. You got to be fast going through there. But having a clock as a climbable surface, that's really cool. That's a nice idea. I hope I'm safe here. I won't save if I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay. This is a cool game. Alright, where do I come back? On the clock, but in a safe spot. I guess I'll save. So I'm right near the top. We could take a game over at the next bit to get our lives back. Okay, go. Oops, yeah, I messed up. Again. Too slow, actually. Yeah, make a better save state. Oh. It's like here. Nope. Ugh. You gotta be real quick with those very precise inputs. See, once you're here, yeah, okay. Actually, I'd probably be safe in the middle. Yeah. So I could, oh, I thought it had passed me at a certain point. Ugh. I wonder if, no. Even if I'm holding on tightly. Yes! I did it! I passed the clock. The deadly clock. And the happy cloud will help me out at the end. Thank you, cloud. That witch never bothered me, which is good. Woof. Bunny looks very bored. Oh, what's that? The bird. Mm. I got birded off my cloud. Brutal. Okay, now I can backtrack over here to 4. I will save my game. In game terms, I've only been playing for 8 minutes, I think. Bit more than that. Okay, so let's think about this. I've got 0 lives left, so I want to take a death. And I'll do that by standing here with my fingers right on that ledge and then loading the game. I do like the FMV man though. Okay. Oh wait. If I load the game, is it loading the fact that I have 0 lives? It's not! Oh, thank God. We have 2 lives. What a relief. Red girders. Ow! The red girder instantly took me out. That is a problem. That's a big problem. Oops! Crap, I gotta do that again. I didn't make my save state. The fact that I saved in-game has just been overridden by me loading this state. Ugh, that was stupid. Sorry. Go up. Okay. Now might be a good time to check out the slot. Try and get one of those mythical power-ups. Yeah, I understand the rules, thank you. Whew, this is gonna be tough. There are so many. It's hard to keep track of what's coming up, you know, because there's just so many. So there's 2 reds on this rotation. After the bonus, 3 reds actually. So we're going to see what the red apple does. Red, red, green, green, red, too late. And I am back down to 0 lives, by the way. So I should go take that game over to get my lives back before I do this to get lives, at least. But I'm doing this for power-ups right now. Oh, that actually did something by getting bonus? What did that do? +1, oh, it gave me a life. No, +1 apple, okay. Well, I don't know what those are. So I guess we can find out, maybe, by going into a level. Yes, I have the apple. Pressing L and R, which are the item buttons, does nothing. So what is it, some kind of passive? Does it protect me from something? Let's find out if it protects me. Bonk. I was not protected at all. But now I have the game over. I can load in and have extra lives. Well, I don't know what the apples do, but I guess if they do something... Wait, what happened to my save file? I didn't save. Oh. What a comedy of errors. Okay. It's like, you can have the save state or the save file, one or the other, not both. But actually, yeah, I don't know if the apples persist between save files. So I'll load that state, I'll make a proper save. Yes. Then I'll go into the level, then I'll die, then I'll get my lives. I'll load the save, and oh my gosh, this is so complicated. Okay. Let me tell you something about Nichibutsu. I told you about their dirty mahjong games. That's a lot of their output, apparently. But they're also, I guess, well known, or at least proud of, their shoot-'em-up games, Moon Crester and Terra Crester, because those were the other games that were available on the PlayStation Collection, where Crazy Climber 85 made its actual debut. They're also in the SNES collection that was alongside that, which had a sort of port, remake, whatever, of the original arcade game, not the 85 version. Okay, I'm here. I have a save state here now, which means I have a save state that has the apple and the extra lives. And now I'll go get some other apples, because who knows what they do. Okay. So I think it was in 2014 that Nichibutsu eventually went out of business, but they have this back catalogue of games, including the Crazy Climber license, like the IP, and they sold that to Hamster Corporation, the people who do the Arcade Archives releases of arcade game ports to modern consoles. They're the ones who made the Skyskipper port, for example, which I've played on stream before. Well, I played the original game, I should say. Alright, the rotten apple. This can't be good, right? There's no slot for it. I don't know how to get a golden apple, but I guess I'll try getting a rotten apple, because I have the coins to do it. Unless that just removes one of your apples, perhaps. We'll find out. So after 2 green, no, after 2 green, hit it. Oh, a bit late. So after the first green. Oh, yeah. Way too early. And after that, Hamster did publish a version of the original Arcade Crazy Climber through the Arcade Archives label. And what was interesting about that was normally Hamster makes these things for other companies, but in this case, they were the ones that had the copyright label on it. Yeah, okay, so that takes away one of your apples, but I had none. We've learnt something today. Let's try and get a proper green apple. I don't know how to get a golden apple though. Yes. Again, I don't know what these do, but I'm gonna get one anyway. No, wrong one. I wonder if mixing and matching is what gets you a golden. No, it gets you nothing. So basically what I'm saying is if you want a remaster or a port of this game, Hamster are the ones you now have to bother. Go harass them on Twitter, just kidding. Absolutely do not do that to any company or person. That is an abhorrent thing to do. But yeah. Hamster's responsible for it now, so basically it's their decision if it ever happens. So yeah, a way you could cheese this is getting a ton of extra lives in the slot machine with save states, and then tanking hits through hazards on the buildings, which would take you further in the level. Ugh, just too late. Like just after you see the first green apple, that one, then you'll land on one of the other ones. Okay, cool. Green apple get. Ta-da! So now let's try for an extra life or two, and then I can start the next level. So I'll probably get more than one life if I get these special icons with the lines on them. So that one comes after the green red, there. So I was a bit late there. Still a bit late, so after green head, green head, red, and then head. Sorry. It's around here. So here, yes, that's the first one. Now what should we fill the middle one with? There's one of these heads is not like the others. There's also the bonus. Yeah, okay. So it's that head. Ah, just missed it. One of the heads is different, which I figure is the special one. It's the one after that. Oh, that was way too late. Double head, head, different double head. So I'm just after it at this point. Man, I'm gonna try. After the double green apple, okay. Oh, so close. Too early. Gambling. It's so much fun. What? No, I'm still too early. There. That's it. Okay, now the line head, just after a bonus. Just after a bonus. So, rotten red is what I'm looking for. There and then there. So, now. Oh my gosh. We did it. We won the gambling. 2 up? Are you serious? Sorry, that might have been a bit loud. I was expecting more like a 3 or 5, maybe even 10 up for getting the ultra special bonus one, but good lord. This is a very stingy slot machine. I'm leaving. Wow. Talk about a heated gamer moment. Okay. Yes, let me see. I think that was all my notes actually. Let me tell you what I'm going to do next week. Is what we witnessed this morning a public thing? I suppose it is, right? Given? Hold on, what just happened? Save state. I'm not sure when my last save state was, foolishly. So I've just made a new one. After losing a life, that's fine. 3 lives is pretty good. Okay, so this is the problem area. Hazards are becoming more damaging. You can't just tank through these ones. Oh my god. Okay, well I've confirmed that girders do kill you in 1 hit, but what about these barbells? We're not sure about that yet. But I have to have a firm footing before I test that. Okay, they do get you in 1 hit. Yeah, it's going up on YouTube too. Yes, so this morning, Given and I witnessed the marriage of 2 well-loved members of the community through a small online, presumably legally binding ceremony. I guess the legally binding stuff was the forms they signed at the courthouse beforehand, but yeah. Dustin, like, got a free online qualification to perform marriage ceremonies. And yeah, Andrew, Special Agent Ape, and Adam are now married, and I've shown some of Ape's work on stream before because he did the colorization hack of Donkey Kong Land. He's followed that up with a colorization hack of Donkey Kong Land 2. And I'll be playing that next week on the stream. Can't wait to try that out. I love Donkey Kong Country 2, and Land 2 is the next best thing. And it'll be great to play it in color finally. And yeah, he's done a great job with that, as he did with the Donkey Kong Land hack. So that'll be fun. That's what I'm doing next week, and all the more better of a time to do it now that he's just been married and we can celebrate that. Okay, save state. Oof. Right. And we have a clock to use if things get hairy. Can't believe they're just killing you instantly now. Okay, so we have skeletons and ghosts on this building. Oh, I've lost my clock. Okay, I'll use the clock and then grab the bomb then. The bomb clears a path for you to climb up. Clock. Can I seriously not climb through a ghost? I don't know. I'm squandering this again. Yeah, Abe made a lot of cool changes to Donkey Kong Land 2, which I can't wait to show off, including like a sound test, the addition of Kiddy Kong, in addition to just colorizing it and restoring the missing music tracks. But Given is telling me that he's now also sprucing up the color version of DKL3, which is nice. So that had an official Game Boy Color release in Japan, but that one had a few problems. Well, for English speakers, first of all, it's all in Japanese, so that's a problem for playing it to some extent. But it also like removed the animation in the map screens. An older patch by a user called Blaziken in the Donkey Kong community restored a lot of the missing stuff and translated the Japanese text for the Game Boy Color version of DKL3. But Ape is now putting his tender touch to the fan patch as well, and making some additional changes to it. So that's nice. I will probably play that on stream eventually too. Okay, so what I want to do here is climb up a little way, use the clock before the baddies start poking their heads out, get as much distance as I can. And then these kinds of ghosts are easier to work with because you can tank through their hits. Oops, we didn't get far enough. Okay, well, we did get that bonus, so that's nice. So with these ones, you can hold on, and I'll do that. Ah, the window still done me in there. Ding dang done me in. And as we established before, if you're right underneath a hazard when it gets thrown at you, you will be taken out. What are they throwing though? It looked like a boombox back there. Oh, that's a problem. So, Gibbon, just to, I guess, correct the advice you gave earlier based on watching that video, you don't need to have taken a full step to be safe again. You just need to adjust your grip again. This has probably been clear now from what I've been doing, but you have a slight change in your sprite when you take a hit while in a stable position. It makes you a little unstable. But you can restore your stable position automatically, even buffering the input by holding it while you take that hit. So yeah, just to be clear about the mechanics there. Now, finally, we're getting the return of Kong in this game. This is a character who is in every Crazy Climber game. He looked like a really horrible gremlin in the original arcade version and in Crazy Climber 85. By the time of the Famicom port, they'd spruced up his sprite quite a bit, given him boxing gloves and trunks to wear, as well as making him look like a real gorilla. And this is the character who Gibbon and I identify as being the same as Donkey Kong Sr., aka current Cranky Kong. We say, hey, why not? Figure it must be the same guy. Yeah, so it's good to see him back in this game. I'll just take a screenshot of that actually while I'm here. One here, one in that pose, that's a good one. Beating his chest. Okay, cool. For posterity, I've saved those screenshots. And the background voice clips are encouraging me to continue climbing, so I will try. I wonder if I can bomb this guy. Does this work? It does no, it does not work, it does nothing. And I'm sure I can't tank through his punch. Oh! Cool. Punch me on the way down. Okay, that's safe. Save state. I noticed there were some circumstances where you could get caught out by a windowsill even if you were split across two ledges. Maybe if there were two closing at once. Not sure. Oh, the falling objects are back. As Gibbon pointed out on our podcast episode, the Arcade Era Power Hour, available from dkgerda.com. Well, actually, it's on YouTube. You probably shouldn't go to dkgerda.com to get the latest episodes, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, Gibbon pointed out that this sort of attack, that the gorillas are kind of responsible for dropping girders and dumbbells on you, is something that was established in Crazy Climber, but Donkey Kong himself had this attack in DK94 on the Game Boy. And it even came back in Skylander Superchargers when he became a playable character in that game. So that's part of the legacy, the shared legacy of Donkey Kong and Crazy Climber, is the gorilla having an attack that drops girders and dumbbells on you. Dumbbells, barbells, I forget what's the difference, but it's some kind of bell. Things get real hairy when we get up here, but since we're close to the top, I might actually use a quick bomb. It only gives you a little bit of breathing room, but... Are you kidding me? The bomb doesn't even destroy girders? Sorry about being so loud. That really outraged me. Oh boy, okay, cool. Never mind. I'll just have to use all our greatest agility to get through this bit. Oh my gosh. Really testing my side-to-side motion here. And the smooth jazz does nothing to calm my nerves. Ooh. That's okay, Gibbon. If even DK Vine can't keep its main site updated, I wouldn't hold you to keeping DK Gerda up to date. Although to be fair, they've been better about news posts lately. By the way, I haven't had a chance to listen to the recent Killer Instinct DKU tribunal yet. What was the outcome of that, do you know? Because that would be the thing, that would be like the test, is check the games list and if it's been put on there yet. The idea with Killer Instinct 2013 is that Log, the Lord of Games from Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, is a sort of cosmetic accessory in the game, and they were trying to decide if that means that it's whether it's the real character that appears in the game, thus making it part of the DKU universe, which has strict rules about character appearances. Alright, save state here. Gotten past a few screens. Oh, things are getting really rough up here. Oh great, okay, it is DKU, that's great. And Gibbon confirming that they have been good about updating the games list and stuff recently, that's good. I haven't been checking. Okay, yeah. Using a life is fine to get past that bit because that was really difficult. Woo! Yeah, that was High Island. Cameron Regal, friend of the show, was on that episode, so I'm sure it was a good one. Very long. All the episodes of Conversation are so long. It's a bit of a barrier, to be honest. Alright. This is giving me Slam Dunk Kong vibes. Helicopter going from the city to the forest, or vice versa. So yeah, it looks like the forest is our next destination. Okay, let's save. Still don't know what the apples do. Was not illuminated on that through gameplay just now. You can get multiple of them. I have no idea what the benefit is. Like, I tried all the buttons. I guess I could try something else. I could try pausing and then pressing buttons. Yeah, who knows. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have flowers with very disturbing mouths, sticking their very long tongues out at me, Rolling Stone style. Ah! Oh, it ate me. That's a unique animation. Very cute. Well, that's spooky. So yes, we're climbing a giant tree, vine encrusted, and some of the plant life has a taste for me. Oops. Yeah, I knew that would get me. Yeah, I think finally admitting that Sabrewulf GBA is DKU was a good step for the site to finally take. So yeah, continuing to parlay that into other overlooked games is a nice thing. Oof. Oh! I thought I'd be safe there. Gibbon was on the Sabrewulf GBA episode of the Conversation. Go check that one out. Gibbon is now trying to get Heil to reconsider Jet Force Gemini. Or Jet Force. Presumably Gemini. But as we all know, Jet Force Gemini was merely the successor of Rare's Jet Pack series, which included Lunar Jetman and Solar Jetman. And a series of comics. Well, that was rough. I think, well, the hitbox is very precise here. Just got to be in just the right spot. Okay, let's do this and go up the safer outside region. Great. Because the timing on those two tongues was very tight. Okay, we're getting beans falling down now. By taking the outer path, we also got a bomb. Okay, we got blue kind of ants or aphids throwing brambly seeds at me. Oh, I should have saved. Nuts. This is so dumb. Things are getting really hairy. It's just one of those games that's like, hey, how much harder can we make it? Let's keep it going. It's for the true hardcore gamers out there. Yeah. Alternate, up, down, let's go. Okay, so we've got beans, we've got those seeds, they're all the same mechanically. I didn't save again. Looks like tomatoes as well. There's some kind of person poking their head out. Very close. Slip up here. Okay. This time I'll get here and I'll make that save state. How smart of me. Okay. Who is that? It looks like they have antennae as well, perhaps. Oh, carrots too? Okay. No! I'm gonna save this bomb for when I need it, or for when it's about to be replaced. Whoa, what was that? Like a pumpkin or something. I would wager that the beans that are dropped by the bean pod become their own hazards if you're climbing sideways. Oh, you're kidding. I wasn't stable enough when that hit me. I thought I was, but I was in between steps. When can I make my move? Okay, let's go. Oh boy. No! I think that was a 2-in-1. The tomato got me and a pumpkin. What? Maybe the pumpkin's just an instant. Death. Death! Death! That's my impression of Bernard Hill as Theoden King, by the way. Oh, nuts. I hadn't corrected my position after the first... Oh, what? I think it's because my hands don't actually have purchase when I'm up there. So that's fine, that's good. And then, see, my left hand slightly slipped off and then I adjust it back. It's a very subtle animation difference. No! Okay, let's do this. Okay, looks like those big O ones are an instant KO. Ah! But you literally can't avoid them here. It's a straight ladder up. Let's do this. Screen clearing bomb. But they just instantly start up again. Ah! I don't like this. No. I guess I just need to wait for a cycle that doesn't include a big gourd. Oh yeah, okay. That's a bad position. But this is okay, so I can stay here. Oh, okay. Here? Yes, okay. So then I just need to wait a bit. Okay, no gourds, no gourds, no whammies. There's a gourd. Oh, it didn't kill me that time. Maybe, okay. Because I saw like a tomato bursting effect whenever those gourds hit me earlier. So I figure there's actually two at once, and their sprites are overlapping in a way that's not visible until they hit you, which is a bit of a cheap trick. Poor timing, I guess. Okay, that's safe. Pull up, go across. Ah, I just hadn't corrected enough. It was close. This is pretty rough. See, that's good. Okay. No! Alright. Once I get in position, I'm gonna bomb. Done that. Let's go. Pfft. Well, wasn't able to capitalize on that at all, but at least I can do this. Okay, I'm now in a position to do a bit of a climb. Because you can buffer those safety inputs, like I said, you're pretty safe if you're not actively moving, unless, like I think was the case before, there's that actually overlapping sprite where two things hit you at the exact same time. That, I think, is the problem. Although those were pretty close to overlapping, in which case I have no idea what the problem was. Now I'm just mad. Okay. Ah! That's not a safe spot when you're standing like that. They wanted kids to play this. Like, come on. Maybe this is just for hardcore adults who grew up spending their 10 yens on Crazy Climber every day, all day at the arcade, at the game center. Like, for a game that includes an easy control scheme, the actual gameplay is not at all easy. Frick. Please, do me a favor. Do me a favor. This sucks. Come on. Oh yeah. I should probably use that bomb, huh? The thing is, I kind of feel like saving it, just in case, you know? Good lord. No. Okay. Ugh, I messed up. Nope. Now I'm just getting sloppy. I'm kind of forgetting what the inputs are. Alright. Yes. Okay, now we're here. Pause, save, unpause, start climbing. Let's do this. This tree is not beating me today. Climb, tree. Climb, tree. Save. Thank God we're past that part. Okay, halfway. We're about halfway. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's this now? Giant centipedes. Spooky stuff. Okay, I can survive a hit from a centipede. Good to know. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that gourd tomato thing before, because I just buffered safety through two that seemed to be completely overlapping and I was fine. I guess maybe my footing just wasn't secure when that hit me last time. Who knows? Oops. Okay. See, all this stuff would be covered in the manual, the whole secure footing thing. Or if I was more familiar with the original game, it's probably a mechanic there too. But hey, it's been a learning experience for us all. Okay. Pretty sure if you're standing on a spot, then it can't also be occupied by one of these characters. Maybe I should have taken that death. But to be honest, I do not have the stomach for more simulated gambling right now. And this is the second last stage. So using my lives on the final stage would be a more profitable use of them, I feel. Okay, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, let's go. Wasn't Hyle's speech nice to Andrew and Adam though? Check out the archived footage on the DK Vine Twitch channel or their YouTube. And you can see a bunch of goofs and nonsense while two guys get married. Also some very heartfelt messages and shows of support. Ape and Adam are longtime members of the community and much beloved. And they've been planning this for a while, it's lovely. Okay. Oh, 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 oh. That was risky. Whew. Doing the old pause save state strats. This is just relentless, and yeah, you cannot get an item dumped on you directly above. That is instant KO, no matter how stable you are. I really wonder how stamina works in this game, but I'm committed to Bunny now. Nah. My position was off. Push it, push it, push it. What? What happened there? Was I pushing it too much? Now, are those tomatoes or are they persimmons? They seem to have a little lump on the bottom, but I don't think persimmons have the stalk at the top and the bump on the opposite side, but I'm not sure. I just know persimmons are like a bigger deal in Japan than they are elsewhere. So when you get a game made in Japan. Or am I thinking of pomegranates that have the bump? No, I'm not sure. Okay, save that. Cool. Oh, thank goodness. That was it. I didn't even use my bomb. In fact, it's gone now. Please take me away from here, balloon. Thank you. Okay. Yay, bunny. This is an intimidating looking skyscraper. Cute world map. I dig that. Okay, let's make a proper save. And then save state. Just keep that in place. And now, final stage looks to be icy, which I hope does not impact the physics of slipperiness. Ice stuff. Oh, I got windowsilled. Looks like 2 straight climbs all the way up the scraper. Perhaps I should get a couple extra lives in the slot machine, considering this is the final stage. Well, I assume it is. I don't know it is. So let's just do it. Also, just gonna double check. Hold on a sec. Okay, just adjusting something in OBS. Okay. Stage 6. Who knows if it's the last one? Nice blimp. What the heck are those? Aliens? Something? Alright. I've got my save file, so if I'm committing to doing this, I'll be making save states in the level itself. So let's go. Something about the sprite eye on this skyscraper looks a bit off. Like it's a bit blurry or something. Not quite as good as the, it must be said, impeccable pixel art that's been part of the game up till now. But it might be an intentional kind of dithering effect on the colors to make it look more like alien-y or whatever. I don't know what these strange creatures are, but they seem to be throwing like dull versions of the playable characters at me. Alright. I'm not sure if it was the glass that got me there or the windowsill, but it could be that some of their hazards are one-hit KOs. Oops. But yeah, it's like a little puppet version of Climber, Bunny, and Robot, if you notice. I did it again. If you go too fast, you just don't pull up because you can't reach the ledge in time. That's a robot. That's Climber. And I was safe from the glass. So it must have been a windowsill thing. Oops. That blimp I'm sure is a hazard too. Scary. Oh no. Well, unless it has a slightly different hitbox. Looks like it's just a foreground element. Not to be bothered about. Oh. What's that noise? It's an electric guy. Ah! I thought I was safe. How do I get past the electric guy? They didn't show any signs of slowing down. They had the whole thunder god kind of assortment of drums. You see that a lot. There's a variation of Lakitu in Yoshi's Island that has that. You see it a lot in obviously Okami and stuff like that, but it's like a thunder god thing. Oops. Jerk. So it looks like each stage has a different point thing. Just looking at the right side, the left side bar for the first time here. I don't care about score in games ever, but each step up you take gets you 350 points on this skyscraper. That adds to your total. And my bonus is going down every time I get hit. But again, I don't care. Take away my bonus. I do not mind. Okay, save state. What do we do about this guy? Maybe from the outside edge we'll be safe. It looks like it's overlapping this lane. Oop. But let's test it. I got electrified. But I was able to still keep moving for a little bit. So... oh! What's going on? That was interesting. Obviously you can still do it, but it's some kind of... oh, sorry. There's some kind of detriment to you while you're electrified. And by the way, in correct usage, the word electrocuted should only be used when somebody passes away from electricity, because it's a combination of the words electrified and executed. Okay, that was odd. I think I got hit by the windowsill there, but maybe the electricity slows you down. Huh, something's going on here. See, I assume the manual would explain these kinds of things. Oh, it sort of delays your inputs, perhaps? Like you can only do certain animations with gaps between them. So it's a way of slowing you down. Oops! Okay, well, I should definitely save when I get past the first one. So it might like delay your readjustment, I'm not sure. The shutters are pretty active in this area too, so... just, oh god, really? Yeah. Might make you more vulnerable to... please, please. It's this window, I think that's the problem. If I wait for that... ugh, go away! I do not have time for this. I need to get to the top of this building for some unspecified reason. Do you not understand this? You weird alien creatures. Okay, saved. Oops. I really don't know how any human is supposed to do this. Okay, so I have a new theory about the windowsill thing. I said that you were kind of safe if you had split your arms between two ledges, but it might be that a combination of the window closing on one hand while a hazard also hits you, as I've just demonstrated, is enough to knock you down. So it's like two things impacting you at once, the windowsill on one hand and then the hazard dropping on kind of on the other hand, so to speak. Or on the other sort of aspect of your footing or position. Ugh. See, I was making an adjustment while that thing came at me. But I'm just not sure how the electricity combines with these stability mechanics. It's so tight. Okay, nope. There's just so many aliens throwing things at me right now. It's too much. Stop there, take another step, take that hit, one more step. Okay. Oh, I did it. Just gotta get the timings right, keep you cool. So you can go between the windows like, ugh, like this, but I don't think that's stable. You can't directly grab ledges when you're like that, I think. I don't know. It's too late now to try and change my playstyle up significantly. Oh, so that is a hazard. Well, I stand corrected. Oh. It's too much. Like, I know this is potentially the final stage and all, but like, yeah. Just very, very difficult. Save. Okay. I think the electricity slows you down, and if you stay in it too long, you take the hit from it. Okay. I've had it up to here with this game. Please let me through. Yeah, I'm not sure how the electricity affects your movement, but it does, and it's bad. But I got through it somehow. I just don't understand. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. There's a lot to like about this game, but it's really hard. That's just the problem. It's that simple. There's too many hazards being thrown at you on top of the kind of wacky control scheme. And that's just a problem. Okay. So you can even take a hit while you're in the electricity. What? I don't know what got me there. I seriously do not know what that was. Okay. Nearly there, nearly there. Nearly where exactly? Nearly just past this one bit. Because I'm still not even halfway on the full building. You can see my little dot blinking over there. I'm just about halfway. What's this? This part of the sign's been ripped. So you can't quite make out what it's saying. Oh, the owl! My friend. Wait, what? What? Okay. Maybe that's what that banner is warning me about. A falling billboard that says crazy climber. Okay, so we'll go over here. That gives us the owl and avoids the billboard. Hello, friend. It's good to have a friend. Progress. And no hazards. What's the problem? Uh-oh. Oh boy. Alright, save me, owl. Take me away from this place. Okay. I don't know if that helped at all, owl. Wait, what? I went further back. What is the point of the owl? I'm suspicious. Maybe it saves you a life, actually. I didn't check that. That might be it. Save. Like, there's no way to predict... What? It was different that time, for no reason. I feel cheated. Like, you don't know which part's gonna break, do you? Oh, is the owl warning me? But even if it is, moving between the regions of the building is slow and difficult, so okay. So I guess the owl's function in this part of the game is to tell you where the safe spot is, but it's a bit late there, buddy. Okay, so I'm here, I'm ready. No! Ah! Okay, my position was just a little bit wrong to adjust. So what I want to do is get level with this, and then here, okay. Oof. Cool. Stay near the middle. Please? Wow, this is something else. Okay. Thank you, owl. Save. Are these on a timer or are they on a spacer? Looks like a spacer. Nope, it's a timer. Great. That's fantastic. I want to be closer to the middle when I climb so I have more time to adjust when the sign comes. Okay, over here. Thank you, Owl. Great, all right. Got a handle on this section. Feeling good. Over here. Nah. Messed that up. Ah! Ah! Save. Ah, sorry, I'm trying to adjust. Is that good enough? It is. Golly. Can I please move? Yes, no. What the heck? That was the windowsill. Alright, alright. I just couldn't get my limbs positioned right to keep climbing. And just a little bit further actually got me past the billboard section completely. Don't have to deal with that anymore, thank goodness. But now there's blimps. And I can't go down, remember, that is not a mechanic in this game, downward movement. So just waiting out. Oh, bloody hell. When it catches you by surprise, it's a real hassle. I'll just get up past this one. Ugh! Okay, you can go down a little bit, but you can't climb downwards. Like if I'm here, then I can, never mind. I still haven't wrapped my head around this despite playing it for 2 solid hours. The controls are just that unique and interesting. You know what I mean? Okay, so we got a fighter jet coming in to pick us up this time. And the owl friend coming to help me. Please tell me this is the final cutscene. Oh no, we're going to space. Okay. Fair enough. That is a suitably climactic finish. We're going through the wormhole. Through the Bajoran wormhole to the Gamma quadrant. Yes, and? Or is that actually the end? There weren't any credits. What? Did I win? I guess just make sure that I've saved and I will quit. That terrifying face. To see if I've unlocked anything here. New game, continue, configuration. I guess I won the game. The robot with those long arms looks a little bit like a primate, you might say. Oops. Oh boy, that was the stupidest load state I've ever done. Because that erases the save file that I made as well. Alright, we're going to watch that cutscene one more time. Then I'll make a proper save state. Done that too often this stream. I think I've come to rely on the rewind function of emulators too much, because when I don't have it, like in the PlayStation emulator, I make dumb mistakes. Alright, let's try and analyze this again. We've flown off on the plane, the music's kind of triumphant, I'll turn it up a bit. That was it. That's the cutscene. Well, I've heard there's a stage 7, but I do not know how to get to stage 7. Maybe it's the golden apple. Maybe that unlocks stage 7. But I still don't know how to get that either. Okay, I'm gonna try something, which is getting a part of a green apple, part of a red apple, and a bonus. Yes. Yes. How do I get to stage 7 is the question. Okay, this is my plan right now, to get apples. Nope, too early. This is what I wanted. Red on top, bonus, and then green on the bottom. We'll see what that does. Who knows? Maybe that's the key to winning the game, is engaging with the simulated gambling mechanics. No, that is not it. Maybe red bonus red. The bonus, I think, just acts as a wild card that can fill in one of the things that you're working towards. So I've got every combination of things. I've got a red apple, a green apple, a normal head, a special head, and I've used bonuses. 3 bonuses, that's something I haven't done. Let's see what that does. Okay, there is no bonus on the top row, so that is impossible to do. Gibbon had the same idea. Nope, hold on. So I figure the most valuable bit is this one, the head with the lines, and maybe getting that with 2 bonuses will be different, but I assume it's just going to give me a 2-up. Let's find out. Okay, last bonus is there. Head with 2 bonuses gives me a 2-up, just as I expected. Okay. So maybe it's not got anything to do with slot machines, but still that gold apple is taunting me. The gold apple. How do I get the gold apple? This is, so I'm just going to try and translate this text real quick, although I think it's pretty basic, like line up the things to get the item. Doesn't contain the intricacies of the secret items. Yeah, 1 coin, slot game, items in 1-up when the picture's aligned. Yeah, it's all very simple. With this many coins, I could do anything. A rotten apple takes away an apple. It's very unlikely for you to get it. Oh no. What is this information that I'm getting? It seems there are gems in each stage. I've just played the whole game. I don't think I'll be doing this mythical 7th stage, because we just hit the 2-hour mark, and I haven't seen a single gem that I can recall in any stage. Let's think back. So there was an orb, and that gave me an owl. There were the bombs and the clocks, and I used those. Still don't know what the apples do. Gems. Do you recall seeing a gem given? Do you have to make it appear by passing a certain point? Like, maybe there's a secret spot on the stage that's invisible, but when you climb past it, a gem appears. If so, I do not agree with that design decision. I don't think that's a good idea, to lock your 7th stage behind this obscure thing that you can play through the whole game and never even notice. Where would my gems be located if I had any? Well, that's a good point. Given assuming you're supposed to replay stages a lot. I suppose so. Okay, so in the HUD, when you're in a level, it shows your apples, which I still don't know what they do. 2 reds now. Doesn't show crystals, but I guess I don't have any, so that makes sense. I can't believe that I'd be stymied at this junction. Juncture? Is that a word? I don't know. Well, we've been to the mountains, the mythical peaks, the undersea paradise tower, the spooky clock tower castle, the industrial construction zone building, the incredibly hazardous and dangerous vine jungle tree, and the icy skyscraper with all the aliens. Apparently there's a YouTube video with some information, but all it says is when you fulfill certain conditions in stages 1 to 6. Conditions. Well, I managed to bring the owl to the end in stage 6. Is that a condition? Who knows? There's no visual indicators. I have apples. I could get more apples. I would say there's probably room for 3 of them on that HUD bar. So I could get 3 of each, but getting a golden one I still don't know how to do. And that's not something that happens in stages anyway. Unless having an apple changes something in the stage. That's theoretically possible, I suppose. Or having 3 apples. I don't know. we need that strategy guide, or it might even have a hint to it in the manual, but we don't have either of these things. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm content to leave the game there if we're unable to determine something that I could do easily, because if it's replaying the 6 whole stages, it took me this long to get through the 6 of them in their default state anyway, so yeah. Oh, the conditions needed are actually in the video. Well, I guess we might be watching a little video then. Could you drop a link to it, please? Oh, and this person in chat, I believe, had some messages earlier that I missed. They asked, how could that be Cranky Kong if there's multiple guys on the screen at the same time? I'm gonna let Gibbon handle that. But I would say that it's just a game thing that you don't worry about it, you know? It's fine. That's just like a function of the fact that it's a game that that's happening. Okay. Just trying to make sure this is centered properly. Does that look okay? Okay, yeah, that's fine. So here is somebody playing the game, 27-minute long video. Yeah, I'm sad that I did not find this on my own searching. I didn't look too hard. I didn't know this would be a huge problem, you know. And as for Super Donkey Kong 99, I have played that. It's in my stream archives. It'll be in the playlist of Donkey Kong adjacent games, where I played a bunch of Donkey Kong bootlegs in a row. Oh, I see. Okay. You gotta go over and tap that nest and the golden apple jumps out, and that's how you get the golden apples. So I assume the rest of this is them playing through the rest of the stage. Okay, that's fine. The subtitles is gonna be having some more context. Oh, okay, how did they get that? All right, at this point, we're just watching a video. Like, I'm done playing the game, so let's turn up the volume on this video. And this is now the stream. Ha 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 ha. Amazing. Okay, sorry I missed that. How did they get it? What? It just appeared when they stopped there. Like, oh god. Game design, hooray. This is like peak Japanese arcade secret finding stuff. That's just, oh, bonus start. Bonus? What? What is this? Angels are dropping crystals and treasures, fruits. We're grabbing them. What the heck? Okay. By the way, this is Retro Climber, seemingly a channel dedicated to crazy climber games. While they're doing this bonus, I'll just pop over to their channel. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're real dedicated. I probably should have found this earlier. This is really in-depth stuff. Covering also Pac-Man, Adventure Island, Donkey Kong stuff. Dig Dug. Maybe they transitioned into a crazy climber only type thing. Wait, I don't see this video listed on their list of videos. Oh, I think I missed something important there. Yeah, sorry, you're right. I should have just gone back a bit because I missed how they triggered the bonus. Gibbet says, I wish we'd known about this for our podcast. Yeah, it just kind of fades out and then fades in on the bonus. Did they... Maybe I skipped it when they got the first one. I don't think they activated the bonus there. Did they? Oh, there's multiple golden apples in each stage. And once you get 2 in the stage, then the bonus starts, I think. Sorry, I thought this would be like a bonus plus normal gameplay video. But I think what it is just the bonus stuff. So you get 3 golden apples from the nests, and then it warps you immediately to this. Okay. Oh, okay, no, sorry. Yes, Gibbon is pointing out correctly. Or no. She said maybe he's feeding the apples to the babies, but I think once you get to 3, you go straight to the bonus, and 2 of them, one of them was in an empty nest and 2 of them were in full nests. And then if you get 100 crystals in this bonus, you will get a special item that then allows you to access stage 7 if you get all 6 of them, I assume. This is just nuts. So this is like really high-level secret stuff for top players. I'm not upset that I didn't get this during my playthrough as a casual player, but to not even find any golden apples is a bit of a blow. Okay, so that's formed a magical golden D8, I believe. An octahedron. Yeah, there is more to this than expected, as Gibbon says. Okay, and that's dumped them back on the stage quite high up. Well, they already were high up, but anyway. Then they just go to the end. So it is a full playthrough, because the bonus takes you through anyway. So, okay. I don't want to be watching a half-hour video on my stream, so I'll skip around a bit. Just advance a little bit until I see them getting an apple. Okay, so I've missed one there already. It's beneath the seahorse on each of these, because I saw this one. Just hanging there and it pops up. That's bizarre. So then a bit further, too far. It's in the coral this time. Okay, it's just there. You just go there and it's there. Bizarre. So we can skip the bonus stage. We've seen that already. Just see where the locations of the apples are. And then I'll watch them play stage 7. Thank you, Retro Climber. Oh, this Japanese is going too fast for me to read it. But I'll try and point Google Translate at the screen. Well, text is gone. Nichibutsu's famous owl item. Even if you make a mistake, it will help you once. Okay, so I did find the Maneki Neko that transported me up. What? You just have to hang out in a spot after that point and you get the apple. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's there, I suppose. Oof, close one. Oh, it must be on the clock somewhere. Where is it? Nope, we're just passing the clock. Oh, over there. Okay, that's fine. I understand why I missed that. Okay, so stage 4. Where are the apples? What? It's literally just random spot that is unmarked that you would not know about. It's telling you about the power-ups now. You can destroy obstacles overhead with the dynamite. Oh, I missed that because I was adjusting the position of the window, but yeah, it was just go to random spot. Hopefully that looks okay. Alright, we've seen that one now. Tree level. Oh, I moved it the wrong way. So I want it like here-ish. So I actually just missed that. Sorry. All right, where is the first golden apple? Oh, it's on the unsafe path, I'm sure. Getting past those two really difficult tongues. Yeah, couldn't get the timing of that myself. I think I actually want to move this over this way. Just a touch. I've done this in a very kludge way. Oh, sorry, where was it? It's just there. Oh. Amazing. Incredible. I'm just cutting off part of the screen. Is that right? Anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. Ooh, wow. It's just there. Oh my gosh, that is... okay. Absurd. Ridiculous. This is what you buy the strategy guide for, I guess. Okay. Well, I'm glad I learned more about this game. Oh, what does that say? Oh, it's gone. It's saying this stage is very difficult. Yes, it is painful. Yes, the blimps will kill you, yes. Okay. Yeah, climbing up the middle bit there is a good idea. Well, we're already here and we haven't even seen... What? You just have to like stand still in a neutral position on certain spots and you have no way of knowing where they are unless you've watched a YouTube video apparently. Yeah, not the biggest fan of that kind of design. Oh boy. So where are the last two apples? Was there any indication? Let's just... Is there anything different about this spot that you can see? As far as I can tell, literally nothing. Unless it's so subtle to have escaped my notice. Which is always possible. It's so stupid. All right, let's see how this ends. They've been given another crystal. Hooray! Oh, the different colors in the different levels. Cool, fine. The goddess of climbing has granted a bunch of crystals. Okay, now they're going to finish that stage, and they went through the warp zone. 40 coins, good grief. Okay, here we are. Still don't know what the red and green apples do, by the way. Warp zone! This looks identical, except the climber is there, holding onto the jet, instead of Bunny. Climber has a bit more of a ladder, by the way. Okay, there's all the gemmy gems. appearing on the map screen, joining together to form the gateway, the hellmouth, the wormhole with the abstract background of, oh, what's that called? What's Dali's painting called? With the melty clocks, who knows? So the windows here are mouths with, instead of window shutters, the teeth are opening and closing. The obstacles are kind of prosaic for this kind of surreal background. Bottles, flower pots, empty cans. The characters are a bit odd though, although it's the closest that something has looked to that strange character that appears in the opening FMV before the title screen. The one who actually does drop a flower pot on you. We haven't seen anything like that in the game until now. As for what's going past in the background, there's sprites from all over the game. Hazards that we've seen in previous stages, although I just spotted before this an image of the original Crazy Climber from the arcade game, that green jumpsuit clad sprite. Hopefully it comes by again, but we're just going to watch this person play through stage 7. Looks like we've got a palette swapped gorilla who is wearing longer trousers, has purple fur, red eyes, and golden boxing gloves, much like Auntie Jack, Graham Bond's famous comedy character from Wollongong. What the hell is that all about? I'm not happy with this. Okay. Is that the Sydney Harbour Bridge in the background? It's some kind of bridge, I'm not sure. So they're throwing random obstacles at you, including like a lizard guy and this falling knight. So is it possible to knock the characters out of the windows? The ones who poke their heads out to throw things at you? Or are these unique sprites for this stage? Who knows? How would you knock someone out? There's no interaction you can do except climb. Oh, so you just had to wait that one out. Oh, you had to wait till the bomb appeared and then use it. And then you do that multiple times. Okay, so this is what passes for a boss fight in Crazy Climber, a game that traditionally just has hazards that you climb past. Interesting. Just moving side to side and avoiding things. And then using a bomb on that weird face. See if I can spot the Crazy Climber sprite from the original again to point it out, but I haven't seen it so far. I'm very appreciative for the tip-off about Stage 7 and the link to the video. That helps a lot. In at least, there it is, bottom, moving across from right to left. That's the original arcade Crazy Climber. It's sort of faded out and translucent, but that's what they look like in that game. Oh, you can see like robotic components inside this weird head now. So you can also see a distorted car in the background. And I'm sure that's the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Wow, this was a short level, huh? Did they really get through the whole thing? Yeah, I guess they did. It was just quick. This player is an expert player. And they say that was the last boss, defeated. And what's going to save us? A UFO with the other characters inside. That's so cute. And clear. Gambare. And that is all stages cleared by this person. And I watched it happen. Oh wow. Here's your prize for winning in a FMV cutscene to close us out. What the heck is happening? Robot is angry. Oh no! Robot's neck opened up and shot a missile out. Okay. That's dealt with the big giant head. Hooray! Alright. Friends forever. We beat the game. We beat the giant head. Amazing. And the staff roll that we never got because we weren't good enough at the game. Oh, there's new art? That's so cute. Okay, I'm happy. I like the style here, it's great. Cute witch, blue hair, happy clock. Oh man. The cute and happy imagery is so at odds with the brutal hardcore difficulty of the game itself, but that is often the case. Oh, it's the cute little ant person in the background. Ah, lovely. Oh, Robot has a fighter jet form, apparently. And those alien guys were robots, it looks like. Thank you for your playing, and see you again. Wow. Beautiful. The end. I think it's saying after the ending it goes back to the title. Arcade mode? There's no arcade mode? Yeah, it's not that kind of game, I guess. Oh, wait, there is! I misread it. So they've unlocked arcade mode, which mimics the original arcade Crazy Climber in some way, I'm sure. Maybe it just does away with the slots in the world map, I don't know. Here's recommended videos for me, something about Austin Powers and a bunch of GDQ runs. Yeah, that's about right. Wow, okay. Cool. Well, there was no way I was ever unlocking Stage 7 myself. Not happening. So, very happy for that video to exist. Yeah, and thanks very much for joining me and watching me fumble and bumble my way through this rumble of a grumble. It's a cool game. Hyper Crazy Climber. It's my favorite of the Crazy Climbers. If you want to check out a more traditional one, Crazy Climber 2 is a good option. Yeah, there's like an early 3D polygon one that was released a few years after this on the PlayStation, which I think is a bit jank. But and if you want to destroy your wrists utterly, then check out you know, Crazy Climber Wii. I didn't actually tell you about the arcade version of Crazy Climber Wii, but it has a pretty interesting control scheme where you are... There's a giant like paddle wheel attached to the unit, and you pull down on it with your hands to simulate climbing, and you rotate the wheel such that there's like ledges. It's like a gear or a big cog, and as you rotate those, that's what makes your character move in the game. And so you're like spinning this big wheel. At least that's what I assume from the flyer for the arcade game that I found online. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't really recommend the Wii version. Now that we're back on the title screen, I'm going to call an end to this stream. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, out of all the series, this is the one I most wanted to try because of the theming and stuff. So in that sense, I'm not disappointed. And I knew that these games were incredibly difficult to play. I knew that. So it has fulfilled my expectations in that regard. Yeah, it's just a fascinating little series. With a sort of sister connection to Donkey Kong. Let me just check the notes that we wrote for our podcast episode, if there's any other aspect of the series that I wanted to mention. There's a couple of LCD games. Pretty simple, pretty basic. There's an interesting board game version of Crazy Climber, which is a vertically oriented like 3D thing. This skyscraper made of cardboard actually sticks up, and your little plastic characters hook onto ledges. It's very clever, actually. I'd love to be able to try and play it one day. I think that's about all I wanted to say about it. So yeah, gosh, check out Give It a Nice podcast about it, where we're, you know, not completely deeply entrenched in the whole lore of the series, but we do our best. It was a fun episode to record too. But anyway, that will do it for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're well and have a good one. Until next time, I intend to play Donkey Kong Land 2 with the color hack in next stream, but anything can happen. I could change my mind in an instant. But either way, hope to see you then, and farewell. I'll leave you, no, the terrifying visage has disappeared, so you can get this as the final frame. What? No? I missed that too. Okay, bye!